little bit loud. No. Okay. Just putting up the stream on socials so people know what's up. Changing my title. Sweet. Does it reflect that though here? Yeah, it does. Cool. Man, I wish I had a different lighting situation. Cause like I don't want an overhead light on. I kind of want it to be dark in here, but I also want people to see my face. You know. So what do? So you get this atmospheric bounce light and window light coming off my forehead. You get the window light, and then you get a little bit of this like lamp bounce light shit. Edison bulb. It'll be softer lighting. You mean like for overhead stuff or like this guy? Because I got some overhead bulbs. I got some like soft lighting ones, but there's like 3 of them in there, so it's not really that soft. And your lamp. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Because this, I don't know what's in here, but it's bright as it works for drawing. Like it's really good for when I'm drawing on my desk here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get like a ring light or something to put on my wall here. And then some like string lights, like most streamers have in their setup. You like a real Twitch streamer? So I start later and later every day. I do a stream. But I got caught up doing a bunch of like nonsense today. Not nonsense, I was doing work related stuff for clients and people. But like, I don't know. I worked on this for a little bit today, and I got to his arm and some of his body. I was pretty happy with it. We started like that, and then got to there. So looking a little better. But I was having a bit of trouble with his belly and kind of making that look like a belly. I don't know. The anatomy on this thing it's not like anything you've seen before. I don't know. It's got like a horse face, big old horns, bear claws, and the lower half from like a lion or some shit. So I don't know who dreamed up this thing, but I have to go through the trouble of figuring out the anatomy on it. So that's my homework. Probably not even going to work on anything here per se. Probably going to work on something up here or like his face maybe. I'm not sure. Depends on how I feel. We'll see. I got a glass of wine. Okay. Well, without further ado, this was me the past like hour before I decided to stream. Was just kind of like making excuses to not work on this. Yeah, that man, that lack of. What if I just like pulled up a very white screen? But that's gonna hurt my eyes. Get used to it. Maybe not. I'm not really that worried about the lighting right now. Just by the way, so now you gotta finish this so we can play Stardew. Hell yeah! Let's do it! Hell yeah! We're gonna plant some crops, and then we're gonna make a cute little house, and then we're gonna survive the season, and then we're gonna go to the bar, and talk to the locals. I'm excited. I haven't booted up Stardew Valley in like years, it feels like, so I'm pumped. We're gonna have to come up with a name for our farm too. Y'all. Y'all Farms. I love it. Y'all come back now, you hear? Too much pinching here. Hey, y'all come back now, you hear? Man, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna guess that that's right, but y'all, I can't remember what my farm name was, but I'm sure it was something cringy, and I thought it was funny back in the day. But my character definitely had like a button-up shirt and a long sleeve shirt, a button-up with long sleeves, and he was wearing like a fedora, and I was like, oh, this will be ironic. Cringe farm name. I like it too. But now we gotta come up with a cringe farm name together. We gotta call it like Yeet YOLO, Yeet YOLO Farms Incorporated. We gotta call it like the Glizzy Factory, you know? This is where the hot dogs are made, and we only have pigs. The Glizzy Factory. How long before Oscar Mayer? No. How long before Oscar Mayer like starts using Glizzy in their marketing? You know what I mean? Like, or just some well-known hot dog company, they start using Glizzy. The day that happens, it's the day I like puke in my mouth and I move to a different country. No, I'm just kidding. That's dramatic. But it's just kind of like, it's just that whole thing where it's like when a corporation uses internet jokes, it's like, stop, that was our joke, not yours. Get away. Go away, man. No, honestly though, if I saw an Oscar Mayer ad with the word Glizzy in it, I would probably laugh really, really hard. I think it'd be better if it was like Hebrew National hot dogs. Just, like, not obscure, but you just kind of like, you go, huh, yeah, okay, wasn't expecting it from them. Come up with a new hot dog brand called Glizzy. Even better! Holy crap, I haven't, oh man, imagine, like a hot dog brand. Like, why hasn't someone done that yet? God damn. Glizzies. Ugh. And I don't know if it's the funniest part about that or what, but it's like it's not even necessarily an appealing name for them. I don't know how it came about. All I know is that Glizzy was like prison slang for a gun. And then it somehow ended up being the term for hot dogs. And I was behind on that because I was talking to people and using the word Glizzy because I thought it was a gun, and it turns out someone over at the headquarters for Culture, and I don't know, Culture Inc. for the whole world decided it was a hot dog slang. Yes, very smart. Big genius. Big brain. 1000 IQ. I don't know why you haven't even been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for your studies in glizology, the study of glizzies. Glizology. Ew, God, that sounds gross. Glizology. New subject. Let's see here. Yeah, local news that I've been obsessed with lately. Hope you might have heard about this, but the sex store, the sex toy shop, the Romantics, the one on Northern Pacific, is moving to Broadway. It's not in the news yet, but somebody found a permit on the Fargo sign permit site, and Romantics applied for a sign for a location downtown, which means that they're probably moving downtown soon. I don't know when, but apparently it's going to be right next to that tea and crepe place. So I've been yeah, it's hilarious. Brian, hey, what's up? Yeah, you heard me right. Romantics is moving to Broadway. So is the video arcade gone? I don't know. That's a great question. The legendary basement arcade, the creepy. I swear to God, I've only been to that place one time, and I saw one of the employees walking up the stairs from the basement with gloves on, like he just cleaned, and you know what's going on, but it's just like, gross. God damn. Yeah. So, anyways, they're moving downtown. I think that's hilarious. Absolutely not. Like in the store or like in the basement? Because I haven't been to the basement, but I've been in the store. And there was a guy there that was trying his darnest to get us to buy some fabulous products, and I will say that I was almost convinced for longer than a few seconds, and then I realized that oh yeah, I don't need this actually. Oh really? Damn. It takes a special kind of person to work job like that, honestly. So kudos to your friend there. I wonder, how long did they work there? Like, what was the clientele like? I have so many questions. 3 days? Okay. Yeah, like I said, special kind of person. You fixed a car in their parking lot? Nice. Were they in Romantics? Or did you guys just happen to meet there? Was that just the meeting spot? I'd offer to take you there for fun, and maybe we can go when, once they move to Broadway. For shits and giggles. I mean, not just giggles, I might be, in the market for something. Who knows? Just depends on what we find there. I said I wasn't going to work on any part of his body over here, but I'm just nitpicking some things. I'm also kind of figuring out that I'm figuring out these parts here that I didn't know what I wanted to do with. Like if a belly, if he's got a big pot belly, like it's not really going to have wrinkles like this, but I don't know, maybe this guy's been running around the universe. I don't like that, that's too wrinkly. It's gotta look more natural than that. And probably not as deep. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Homeless guy out back there, snackies and hand warmers. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Both of you, if you guys want to take a trip sometime. Kidding. Oh, your buddy worked there? Oh, I guess you didn't say if he was your buddy or not. You just said you fixed their car. He worked there. Okay. I think it'll be. I think the new location will be an interesting contrast to the cute, perfect little downtown. Classy bitch. Yeah, no. It'll be a nice contrast to the perfect little downtown that Doug Burgum has made. You know? Like... But I also wonder... Man, yeah, because downtown is... Closes, I might have to just say I did. Yeah, just one trip. And, honestly, you know... Like, you're not really missing anything. It's exactly what you expect. Radio this week. The residents of downtown are complaining about the noise after 10 p.m., so I'll be amused as to opinions on when that opens. I doubt if it will. Oh yeah. God. Yeah, seriously, I was on Reddit and I was reading about that article about people complaining about the noise. And like, I mean, to be honest, if you want to live in a thriving town that has a hustling and bustling, you know, core, you know, city center, like, I'm sorry, but noise that's gonna happen. If you don't like it, move somewhere else. So, those same people are definitely gonna be the people that are like, ugh, a sex shop in my downtown Fargo? Clutching their pearls, you know. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of that noise is coming from all of the bars that are open, you know. Like, it's kind of the heart and soul of downtown. If we didn't have all those bars, like, we wouldn't have as successful as a downtown as we do. The children will see. That's the thing. That's what I just thought of. Is like, if the old people, you know, if it's not the old people complaining, it's the families that come downtown, because the downtown square has been very family oriented, like, as of late. Like, they have movie nights and they have that bazaar thing happening here too. And I'm just like, man, there's gonna be kids and people walking by. So I wonder if that's gonna kill traffic. It'll be next to the T-Berry. It's really close to Silver Linings. Well, it's supposed to, if I read correctly, it's supposed to be next to the Tea and Crepe place, not T-Berry. So the Tea and Crepe place is like a little ways down, right? Next to that smoke shop, like on that corner. So, because if it was next to like Silver Linings and all that's too close to downtown. But they're looking at a spot that's not that close. I mean, it's far enough away from downtown. Yeah, kind of by Fort Knox. Yeah, it's far enough away to where, you know, it probably won't be as offensive. But I don't know. Someone's gonna find a reason to be mad about it. Okay, let's work on this guy's neck. He's got a weird horse neck situation here. Like, this concept art. Interesting. It's a wine and work kind of night. I figure tomorrow I'm gonna probably just spend the weekend, or start the weekend by either guilting myself into working more, or going and playing games at an arcade. Because I was playing Asteroids at our barcade, and Asteroids, like the really old game that probably no one has, you know, the one of the cabinets that no one has touched in like years. And I was playing that when I had family in town. And I got like the high score on it, and I was like, I gotta come back. I need to claim my seat. I need to claim my seat amongst the high scorers of this game, at the top of the throne. And when you find an arcade game you just like somehow are just naturally good at, you kind of just want to hold on to it. Just make it yours. Like, okay, I'm good at this thing. I'm gonna just play it all the time now. Except the last time I was there, it was out of order or something. So I'm kind of worried about that. Like, find a game that I actually like. Oh well. Playing Stardew Valley? Or playing Stardew Valley. We'll see. It kind of sounds like I'll be playing a lot of video games this weekend. Because Mitchell and Darby, my brother and his wife, are going to want to play Deep Rock Galactic at some point this weekend. So we'll see about that. Depends on how much of this work I get done. Like I said, I'm either gonna like play games or I'm gonna guilt myself into working on this stuff. And I finally got paid from a client. It was a job that I was working on that took way too long to wrap up. And admittedly, it was like, I think it was just like, I want to say a little bit of that was my fault, but the timing was just not great because when I was working on it, it was like the holidays, and that kind of taught me to not take on gigantic projects before the holidays happen. But I finally got paid off the last bit of money, and the guy was apologizing, and I was like, hey man, it's good, it's all good. Appreciate it. He even tipped me, and I said, you didn't have to do that. But he said, thank you. We're all squared away. So there might be future work. We'll see. I mean, part of the problem was funding for them, because I believe it was going through a publisher. So there was a bottleneck in the pay. At one point, I thought he forgot about me, and I kind of just went on with life. I kind of accepted it. I was like, okay, this is just going to be one of those things where, you know, he might ghost me, he might not. I don't know. So he didn't. I'm sure he felt really bad. I'm sure he was really scrambling to figure out, you know, what to do. So, but yeah, I got that taken care of. Trailer for new Mines of Moria game. I'm sorry, what? There's a Mines of Moria game? I still can't get over the Gollum game that just dropped. Or not dropped, but they dropped a trailer of, like... There's a Mines of Moria game? What? Since Sunday is going to be busy and I want to make sure everything is in place for next week. Holidays do be wildin'. Yeah, they do. They do be wildin'. Hmm. Make sure everything is in place for next week. Um. Oh yeah, that is that the cookout you're talking about for next week? I mean, if we try Stardew Valley, we don't have to be on it all night, right? But that's what happens with Stardew Valley is you say you're gonna play for like 15 minutes and then you're on for like the whole day. So sounds dangerous, but also sounds fun. I'm curious about this Mines of Moria game though. I I thought Christopher Tolkien was actually he must be pretty cookout Sunday home next weekend. Ah, gotcha. Oh yes, okay, yes. I think I remember. I remember that now. Yep. Um. Man, Christopher Tolkien must he's either getting like some hella good money for licensing, or he doesn't really give a shit anymore because everyone's willing to pay him or pay the Tolkien estate. I mean, no offense to the Lord of the Rings. It's I love me some Lord of the Rings, but that Gollum game looks it looks extremely just meh. I don't know, man. I don't know who was asking for that, but I can tell you there weren't a lot of people. I can't imagine a lot of people were clamoring for a game about Gollum. Because I'm all about like a character study and origin stories. Even though we have way too many of those, all for that fun stuff. But I don't think we really needed to know like what Gollum's was about. I mean, we got enough of that in the movies, and we got enough of that in the books. Kills his brother because sees the ring, and then he like exists through the ages as this decrepit, addicted little like fantasy meth head. Gollum is just like a fantasy meth head. And the moment you look at him like that, like the moment you perceive him that way while you're consuming, Lord of the Rings media, you have maybe just a bit more sympathy for him. I don't know. I listened to this lecture, and it was from this like Bible college. This Bible college that was talking about like the religious allegories and undertones in the Lord of the Rings books, even though Tolkien himself said that there was no religious allegory, nothing at all. Nothing was meant to have been influenced by religion in any capacity. But this lecturer, this professor decided to ignore that, and he went along and he analyzed the stories, as if they were influenced by religion. And he was Tolkien was friends with C.S. Lewis, who was an Anglican Christian. Oh man, my pronunciation is really bad this week. Anglican. He used to be atheist, but he found his religion, and he was friends with Tolkien, and I'm sure they talked a lot, and they shared ideas for their work because they were both writers. So I don't know if I believe that much, but yeah, this college went on and they were talking about like what every character represents, and talked about Gollum being like a character that represents addiction, and getting swept up in your whim, and like falling prey to your, oh, I don't know what you want to say, sinful desires, whatever, you know, just not sinful desire, but just shit that makes you weak because it's power. I mean, that's, you know, that's something, right? I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I kind of look at that character a little bit like that. I don't really look at Gandalf like he's a Christ figure, even though that's kind of how one could interpret Gandalf to be, like a Christ-like figure. I don't know. I mean, I get it because he dies and he comes back. Spoiler alert. Sorry if anyone hasn't already seen that, but you're kind of late to the party, so not sorry. But anyways, yeah, so there's that too. Big old belly, big old belly. I gotta lighten this up a little bit. Just kind of like big old belly, big old belly, big old belly. Wow, can't believe you just spoiled that for me. Wow, sorry. But it's been like 20 years, so it's, well, something around 20 years or something like that. I'm surprised you haven't even seen it yet, so that's your fault. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop working on that. I'm just gonna leave it alone because I said I was gonna leave it alone. Don't cry to Brian, because I bet he'll just laugh. Or he'll say something snarky. I'd put money on that. Definitely had movie marathons with me regarding them. And then you tell him that you have amnesia. You had self-induced amnesia because you wanted to watch the movies again for the first time, but then somebody spoiled them. So you need to go back to the amnesia doctor to get the procedure done again. But real talk, yeah, I need to have a Lord of the Rings marathon again sometime. I was thinking about doing it with my sister Rachel. But it's hard to find time, and not everybody is a die-hard fan, so like keeping someone's attention for something like the Lord of the Rings movies it's asking a lot. Like, I understand it's asking a lot. Not everybody is what can you say, you know, a freak? No. BoJack Horse. Haha. BoJack Horse Demon. I love that. I'm gonna tell my client that if they don't hate me for not finishing this. Host a marathon. Ooh. Do you have extended, or do you have the extended editions, or do you have just the regular? I don't think that would affect my decision very much. I'm gonna watch them either way. Normal cut? Okay. Man, I think I only have the normal cut here, too. Unless for some reason my parents got the extended on Vudu, but I doubt that. Well, we should definitely do a marathon sometime. Brian, that'd be awesome. We make popcorn, hot cocoa, order pizza. Be cool with me. Because I made a Facebook post about it, and a lot of people were asking me about it, like it was making serious plans to do it. And I was like, damn, maybe this needs to happen. 13 out of 10, yes. Yes! Yeah, I'd be really excited to do that. We could even get dressed up, and then we could bring a lute, and then we could pause the movie at every part where Tom Bombadil was supposed to show up and sing a song, and then we'd stop and sing songs. Also, for every part of the trilogy where a main character was supposed to sing a song. Man, it's too bad they didn't include that. Like a really nerdy cut of the movie where Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas are like burying Boromir, and they all three are singing that song that they wrote for him on the spot. Like, I'd watch that. I'd watch the shit out of that. I mean, now you're just putting ideas in the heads of people. I'm surprised they haven't even come out with some kind of a musical for Lord of the Rings. I'm not saying that I would like it, but like, why doesn't that already exist? Like, could you imagine they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, and then they break into song and dance. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard, God, and then a bunch of people Cossack kicking out from behind the curtain. A bunch of goblins and orcs just kicking and line dancing and shit. It sounds like a fever dream, actually. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I actually want that. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, God. Mandolin, a violin, a trumpet, a bass drum, a train horn. That's right. Perfect. Yeah, we have that's enough instruments for a silly quartet of people to make some interesting music. Absolutely, 100%. Let's do it. We'll start writing it. We'll have our marathon, and then we'll just start writing as we go. And a train horn. I'm impressed, Brian. I'm impressed. Oh, piano? Yes! And then we can have the soulful solos. We can have the Mines of Moria solo where Gimli is on top of the tomb and he's singing because what's his face died. Tom Bombadil will be the narrator character that looks over everything but is barely in it. Yeah, Tom Bombadil would definitely be like the narrator and an actor in the play. Like, you know, just this omniscient character that pervades the whole story. I love it. He's dangerous. If you ask me if Tom Bombadil would win in a fight against the Witch King, I'd say yes. He definitely would. He would, like, sing the Witch King to sleep or some shit. I don't know. Just do something wacky. Tom Bombadil. Tom Bum and his hot wife. Damn you, Tom. You get to be charismatic and fun and have a hot wife? Who the fuck do you think you are? A legend. So he's a siren. One might think his behavior would lead you to assume that he's like a siren kind of thing, but no, he's just like a dumpy. I mean, he's just this dumpy, silly character who watches over the forests. Not the forest of Fangorn, but he watches over some forest. I mean, if he wanted to be a siren, he could be. Lures you in with his singing. Come and have a meal with me. Hang out with me and my hot wife. be jealous because she's so hot. Wasn't her name like Wildberry or what, like Wildflower or something? Gotta go. Okay. Bye, Brian. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you around. Yeah, I can't remember the name of his wife, but anyways. Whew, excuse me. That was a wild sneeze. Have a channel. Send photos and address stuff and pick a random winner each week. Oh, that's cool. Your Facebook heard. I just got your thing, Hope. Facebook be listening to all your conversations. Speaking of shitty platforms that make the world go round, Instagram is supposed to get a lot worse in terms of like user quality. Like I don't know, I've been seeing these articles pop up around everywhere about how Instagram is going to suck more, and it's going to be driven towards like commerce and reels and shit. Like it's already pretty bad, and I don't really use it as my driving platform for getting business, but I've heard a lot of other people make some cases about how it doesn't make sense to use it as a platform to like sell yourself, you know, to advertise yourself. It's kind of annoying. It's all about shopping and TikTok. Yeah, it is. The best part is that I make my TikToks on TikTok and then I post my TikTok on Reels. So, I mean, I'm using the platform, but only as like a secondary, because I know that I you know, and like TikTok is like, you can send this to Instagram. So it's like Reels is like the kid brother that doesn't get all the attention, you know. Friends are tattoo artists and it sucks for them. Yeah, I bet. Actually, a lot of tattoo artists seem to be struggling, which sucks because Instagram should be a safe haven for them. Should be a goddamn safe haven, and like the place to be. Nope, apparently not. Yeah, and I think like another point that was made was when you get suggested pages on Instagram, I think that's the most annoying thing, is like pages that I'm not even looking for being suggested to me when I'm not in the search feed. Like if I'm in the search feed, you know, I'll go through that and then I'll pick, you know, I'll follow, I'll like things that I see. But in my feed, there's like new shit popping up. Like it's bad enough there are ads, but like whatever, I get that. But there's suggested, and that's like every other post. Like I don't even get to see the stuff that I follow, you know? There's a lot of posts that I probably miss. No, I definitely miss. I definitely miss posts. And like it's because I'm getting all these ads and ads for like pages and stuff that I don't even follow, nor do I have a lot of interest in. You know, like, cool, you're showing me a new artist that I might like. Okay, well, that's what the search page is for. You know, if I wanted to go searching, I'd go there, right? But I don't. So my personal feed should be for my personal findings. But again, like, it's a business. They have to make money. They got to drive sales and shit, whatever. Business, capitalism. Suggested are fantastic, but I 100% see maybe 10% of my friends' content. Yeah. Is this the TED Talk about capitalism today? Maybe. It could be. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about capitalism. Famous last words. And then I go on a rant about it. But late stage capitalism is, you know, it's like we all know it's bad, but we're gonna do anything about it? Probably not. I don't know. Oh, that's more horse face, but can we make it even better? I don't know. 100%. Yeah, the suggested is great. Like, I mean, but I don't know. I'm just putting it out of my mind. And I'm thankful that I don't get all of my business from Instagram. I think I get most of it from, like, Reddit. Burn it all. Hey, if you could do that, that'd be great. But before you burn it all, make sure you establish a new system that benefits everybody. And saves us all from anarchy, because that's kind of where it's going. Reddit red flag. No, you're right. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Reddit is a red flag. But I pride myself on not being a typical Reddit user. But then, like, I don't know. I say that, but maybe I am cringy. Maybe I am cringy. Plants and music stuff. Yeah, I have it for I don't know, just things I have interest in, like games I play, artists I like, anything that I want to be, like, up to date on. And then, like, news, like how I found out about romantics, that was on Reddit. So, you know, it's nice to get local, like, buzz from people. This goddamn horseface thing is kicking my butt. Because I want it to look... If this guy was a horse and he was blowing hella fire out of his mouth, hella fire out of his mouth, if you were a horse breathing fire out of your mouth, a horse, kinda. It's a horse mouth, but I also want it to look, you know, pretty ferocious. So my primary problem right now is just finding all of the muscles in the face, because I don't draw horses, but finding all the muscles in the face and then lighting them appropriately. Excuse me. So step number 1 is what the F does a horse face look like? And then step number 2, like you know, when I hide that layer, it doesn't even look like a horse actually. Like the work I've done here is incrementally, it looks more like a monkey. There we go, that's horse. Anatomy is awesome. Anatomy's fun when you can like bend it to your will. You know, it makes a pretty crazy looking stuff. Okay, you know what? No, I give up. I quit. I quit on that anyways. I think that I am too tired to work on intricate things like that right now. But what I am not tired enough to do is work on the background, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because, I don't know, I made some progress over here on this junk. But, whatever. Whatever, man. So, I think I'm gonna work on everything back there. Let's do this. How's everyone's day? How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? I should have asked that when I had more viewers in here. Oh well, whatever. I was too busy blabbing about stuff. But how is everyone's day? I think those muscles around the nose that are getting you. But that's just my guess. Muscles around the nose that are getting you. Oh no, that's 100% the problem. That's definitely the problem. Because I'm looking at pictures of actual horses, and then I'm looking at like my concept art reference, and like the person, they the detail on that is like, ugh, it's so muscular, but I'm not familiar with like horse anatomy. So I think I'm just gonna go find like a diagram of a horse's face, but like with just muscles on it, and use that. Because I'm not gonna sit here and guess based on like pictures of horses with hair on them, and you know, because I'll just be sitting here for a while. In fact, I might do the same thing with like the belly situation, because I'm looking at the horses now, and like the hip and the belly thing was pretty similar to our guy here, so I might do that too. You'll send me one? You send me a horse nose? Thanks. I'll use it. I'll use it when I decide to work on that. Okay, so we're gonna make a clipping mask. A little bit of clipping mask. A little bit, oh, clip. They overlap. Yeah, they do. Like, big time. It's crazy. Like, I don't even want to, like, guess. I could guess based on, you know, photos here, but, like, I have a weird lighting situation that just makes me uncomfortable with attempting that. They're very weird. They have freaky faces. Different angles, yep. Yeah, I suppose it's because like they're an herbivore, so the muscles have to be built in such a way to withstand all that chewing and grinding of their teeth and shit. I love that frog, just tied up. Yeah. Yeah, that was my, I was just like, if all of these tadpoles and frog dudes decided to hate each other, like, what heinous things would they just do to each other? And, that's definitely, definitely what would happen. Getting choked out. Frogged out. Frog getting choked out. I had one of my Instagram friends like message me and they were like, but is he enjoying it? And I'm like, do you want to know the answer to that? And she was like, of course. And I'm like, very much. Very much. Don't want to know the answer. Too late. Yeah, it wasn't my intention to take it that direction. It just kind of, the amount of people that have asked me about that just kind of happens. Kind of happens that way. Ropes. Both look too happy about it. Something must have happened. Yeah, it was just, you know, it's kind of like a when in Rome situation. The hand and the one in the tentacles. Ropes. Talking about that guy? Ropes. Must have gravitated. They definitely did. Or it was like a Stockholm Syndrome sort of a thing. And the bottom one. Yeah. Well, how do you know these guys aren't just fighting each other over a long period of time? Maybe this is just playful fighting. Right. Great. Look at that. Nice clipping mask. Gosh dang, nice clipping mask. Oh yeah, these are great. Yeah, if I the one with that one looks kind of silly. I think it's the lips that make it look kind of silly, even though it's totally, I mean, it's anatomically correct, but that one is probably the most helpful. Yeah, thanks for grabbing those, by the way. the most open. Mm-hmm. It's so silly. It was also in terms of like just easy to read, being able to read every individual muscle. Like that one kind of takes the cake on that. But like the other illustrations will probably be helpful too. Yeah, the veins and everything else. One of the most fun things and the most like rewarding things that can happen to an artist is finding like a really good reference on the internet. Like not like aesthetically pleasing, really good, but just like it you know, it has exactly what you're looking for to help you figure out like a problem you're having. You know? Like, I need a picture of a girl, like, standing in this kind of pose, because the muscles in her arms do a thing that's different than if they weren't up or, you know, posed that way. And it is sometimes so hard to find pictures like that. Or, like, you know, guys with muscles and, like, certain muscle groups. I've almost gotten to the point where I just kind of want to ask people, like, if I can take pictures of them. But I don't have a good camera. And maybe if I paid them, like, by the hour. Otherwise, I don't know. Come to this place for a private session. I need a model. I need references. Might sound kind of weird. Go with me into the thrift store to find anatomy and physiology books. Oh, did you guys find any? That's kind of a specific thing to be trying to find at a thrift store, but like I'd be kind of surprised to hear if you did find. Hmm. Drawing heads, and it sounds odd, but old college books get dropped off like you've never seen. I never bought them because I have too many books and I don't draw. Dang. I don't even think to go to a thrift store to find a drawing book I want. Like, there are a couple of art books that I would love to get my hands on. I just kind of I don't know, like there's who am I trying? Andrew Loomis. I wanted to get some of his books, and then I did like just the faintest amount of research on the internet about his books, and somebody had PDF files of like all of these books that I wanted to see, and like I opened them up and it's like, yeah, this is every page from every book, you know, all of the books. So I didn't have to spend a dime on Andrew Loomis. I pirated, and then I learned how to draw heads better. But I actually didn't finish that book, because what I would do is after work, like around 5 o'clock, I would go to a Starbucks and I would open up that book, the PDF, and I would just draw everything I see in the book. I haven't done that in a while. I miss that. Just hanging out and drawing and just mindlessly putting that knowledge in my brain. Try to get back into doing that. Yeah, they usually have gems. Absolutely, they do. But you gotta be like consistently going to catch a gem, whether it's a book or like an article of clothing. Like I found an article of clothing at a Savers. The Savers where Mitchell and Darby live. I got this like nice faux leather jacket that had a hoodie on it, and I was just like, god damn, like why would anyone want to part with this, and like what are the odds that I would have found this on this day. I haven't gone to coffee shops in a while because of work, just keeping up with work. So kind of depressing. Kind of feel like my art soul dies a little bit every day because I'm caught up in client work. But like I just wrapped up a piece for a client today, and I'm just about to wrap up some pretty important work for another client. But he's not like the kind of client that's breathing down my neck. So it just really falls on me to manage my time better, I think. Just finding time to do these things that I want to do. You know, life happens. Yes and no. I totally could work from a coffee shop, but my setup is a touchscreen laptop. It's not it's not ergonomic, you know? It's not as like ergonomic as like 2 monitors, a desk, and a nice chair to sit on for a long time, you know, throughout the day. But that being said, I have done work on it at a coffee shop, but I've done like pixel art work, and pixel art work is like really easy, you know. It doesn't require a lot of focus on my detail because it's just big pixels. So, you know, I see every pixel and I just poke the screen and fill it in. So that's not a problem. That's pretty fun to do, actually. If I get more pixel work here in the future, I'm definitely gonna go back and work at the shop when I can. I go to Atomic sometimes, and a lot of characters frequent that place. Like, not a day goes by where I go there and there isn't some interesting person just busying themselves there, or not busying themselves, or just hanging out. And Babs. Yeah, I like Babs a lot. I want to go there and work. That sounds weird, but like I just want to go and just sit and work there and just enjoy the ambiance. Are they? That's good. I don't know, I haven't really interacted with them. I like keep to myself when I'm at Atomic or wherever I'm at usually, but it's usually just like local people or some of the homeless people that hang around downtown, like kind of the same homeless people that usually, you know, you'll see. Like once you're downtown, often enough, you kind of start to see recurring characters, and like there's one guy that goes to Atomic and he'll just hang out in there, and it just kind of dawned on me, and it's just like, man, it must be boring as hell to be homeless. Like, and I don't mean that in like a joking way, I mean that like, because I'm working and watching this guy, and he's just sitting there, and he just gets up. He met me at a sign on my forehead that says I'm approachable. You are, though. Everyone can see except me. Well, you definitely do. It's definitely has something to do with your aura or something. I don't know. So that doesn't surprise me too much. But no, yeah, like there's a guy who'll sit there. This old man, just old. He's kind of a small old man. I don't know. I don't really hear him talk or say much. He drinks Coke, and he sits in the chairs, and then he gets up, goes to the bathroom, sits down, gets up, drinks Coke, sits down. You know, like, God, that's gotta be boring as hell. I will say I was a little annoyed with him because I think he was leaving his Coke cans everywhere, like in the coffee shop, and I was like, man, like, I don't know what your situation is. Like, maybe he's not homeless. I don't know. But whatever it is, like, and I didn't see him leave the Coke cans, but I knew it was him because, like, he's the only person that does that. But I'm just like, dude, like, you're not helping your own case if you're just gonna litter everywhere. Like, I could be wrong. Maybe they weren't his, and maybe two random people happened to leave their empty Coke cans on the tables, but I'm pretty sure it was him. But I guess if I was a homeless guy, the amount of fucks I would give would probably not be a lot. Engagement center in the library. I don't know what the engagement center is, but the library, that makes sense because I do see people in and out there for sure. And that's why I'm thankful for libraries. Another reason I'm thankful for libraries is I don't have a printer, but I can go to my local library and print off whatever I need. It's great. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these mountains. Or this grove that's like off in the distance here. Old shower, snacks, resources, a place to hang out for people without homes. Old? Downtown. Is that where I think it is? Is that like a little ways away from the library? That building? That's cool though. I'm glad we have something like that.